Hey, welcome in, everybody. It is time for Three Guys Before the Game. It must be mid-season for them. We're seeing each other so regularly now, aren't we? It's almost like now we're back into the swing of things. Second show of the week. This is number 651, and it is the conclusion, the second chapter of our over-unders for WVU football for this coming season.
Love these. Brad puts a lot of work into these.
He does.
Still working on it.
You still working on it?
Well, I'm still working. We had a mishap this morning. So
Excuse me?
We had a mishap.
What happened?
We'll adjust, battle through. Next player up.
What happened?
Next player up. Didn't matter. Starter screwed it up. Bring the backup in. Run the ball. Let's go.
Was it a dreaded corrupt file?
Well, no. Operator error, really. I just straight fumbled the ball. Gave me a nice pitch. Nice pitch around the outside. Kercheval had blockers in front of me. I dropped the football.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it'll happen
You know what? Go sit down for a while. You'll get you back in.
Yeah, so we're hoping one of the offensive linemen came behind and didn't fall on it, but scooped it up and is trying to run down the field with it and advance the football. Yep. That's where we are right now. So talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Got it.
Well, I just tell you that you turn it over with Rich here, you're going to have a big problem.
Yeah, might not see you.
We'll see you the Texas Tech game. That's where next time you go out, Texas Tech, you're going to be the guy that runs out and gets the kicker's tee.
I think I can be back for the Kansas review episode.
Three Guys brought to us by Gomart. Get yourself a Gomart Rewards card. Immediately begin saving on your food and your fuel. And go into a Gomart right now, scan the QR code inside the store, and that signs you up for the Mountaineer Man Trip, so you can walk into the stadium with the world champion Mountaineers. Three Guys brought to us by Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. They sell family fun. Visit LouWendellMarineSales.com. Three Guys brought to us by Tudor's Biscuit World. Start your day the homemade way. Why don't you start your day with those brand new sauces that they just hit? We'll show you those. Talk about those coming up in just a little bit. Plus, game week next week. I have to confirm whether or not they're going to have a Three Guys special for game day. I got to find that out. Three Guys brought to us by Comax Business Systems, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, and efficient for 25 years. And in addition to doing all the IT stuff, they also have every piece of office equipment known to mankind. Like everything. Got that. Three Guys brought to us by Jan Dills, attorneys at law. Award-winning Jan Dills, just recently named the fastest growing business in the state of West Virginia, and they won't take no for an answer. And this is a big one for Conley CPA Group. They sponsor Spreads on Stats, CPAs extraordinaire. Conley CPA Group providing value beyond numbers. All right, let's jump on in. Earlier this week, for those of you scoring at home, I guess we officially closed the summer series of interviews, and we doubled up with Ren Baker and new WVU president Michael Benson. That seems to be well received. You know, basically, a lot of people are. I think we crossed over is what we did. I think.
What does that mean?
Well, I think what I'm saying is like there were non-sports fans that also. Maybe academics. Could I go that far, Hoppy? Is maybe some on the border of academics and athletic fans. They kind of watched it too a little bit.
Here's what I took away from that. I didn't think it broke any news per se, but what it did, what I got from it was athletic director Ren Baker is managing this significant transition in college athletics, and he's planning on doing a lot of big things to try to generate more revenue. And we talked about what he wants to do with the Coliseum and the naming rights and other things and all this stuff. I mean, big, huge changes. The kinds of changes you cannot do unless you have the full support of the president of the institution. Mm-hmm. And certainly got a vibe in that interview and in other discussions that President Benson is all in on what Ren is doing. That was, I think, the most important takeaway from that interview.
Yeah, totally on it.
You agree?
Yeah, if you don't have a handshake agreement with what the administration, what the athletic department need to do, it causes problems.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some campuses around the country where there's this battle between those two sides, and you never can get anything really going. And as a result of that, you don't move forward. But I think President Benson, I think first and foremost, you got Coastal Carolina. They make it to the College World Series. Mm-hmm. So he knows more than anyone what that can do and what that momentum is when your athletic teams do well. It leads to increased visibility, which ultimately leads to increased enrollment, applications, and things like that. And what's his biggest thing he's trying to do? Get more students.
Would you know anything about Coastal Carolina were it not for athletics?
No.
You might know they're somewhere on the coast, but I mean, you wouldn't know. So he gets it. He gets what Ren always argues, and that is, Brad, that athletics are a driving force in the profile of the university.
Yeah, the common refrain around athletics for 50 years has been the athletics is the front porch of the university. It's what most people see first before they get into the academic side. For the most part. Listen, guys, it's the hardest thing in college athletics to get. You've heard me say that all the time when it comes to trying to maneuver the ship that is college sports, is getting continuity and agreement among parties. So you ride that as long as you can when it's athletic director and it's president and it's board, because that's hard to get. The more people that are included in that, now add in a football coach and a basketball coach and maybe a baseball coach at some schools or a women's basketball coach, and getting everybody to agree and be on the same page, that's hard stuff. So when you have it and everybody's in lockstep, you got to ride.
Now, during your couple of decades over at the athletic part, when you had your office in the Coliseum, now would you refer to the administrative side downtown? Like you guys always
Correct.
talk. You'd always
Stuart
talk
Hall?
about
downtown. We just say downtown.
You just say downtown. Like, what's downtown? Think about this. We've got to pass this.
We need to call downtown, or we're going to meeting downtown, or we're going downtown. Yeah,
you wouldn't say Stuart Hall. You just said downtown.
Downtown. We're going downtown.
Right.
Downtown.
That's a classic,
Right.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a good
Better
one.
check with downtown on that.
Yeah, check downtown. See, but it looks like
downtown good with that. We're putting this out. Downtown good with this.
Downtown.
Yeah.
And then you check downtown. They go, we'll get back to you. There's 9 people we have to talk to. Then we'll get back to you.
So you were saying, like, right now there is a great relationship between downtown and the top of Mon Boulevard.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Correct. That's the way it appears, and that's good. You need to ride that as long as you can and make some hay while that's in place.
Okay, good deal. As I said earlier, this is going to be the second chapter of our over and unders. First one went over well. You hit us with 3 on the first visit. How many will you have for us today?
I've got 2.
Huh?
2 over, 3 total. The third one's a little bit different. I've kind of stolen from a Super Bowl prop bet that's out there and have tried to adapt that to the West Virginia season. And I think you'll like it.
Okay.
Hopefully it causes some debate.
You went really old school on the shirt today.
I did. You know, I always forget about this. I like it. It's
That's
the
like
original.
Our first one,
This is
isn't
the original. I mean, I don't even have a beard in my caricature here.
Mm-hmm. That was designed by Sydney Antonic.
Did a great job.
The daughter of author John Antonic, who just wrote a new book that just came out here on Bobby Bowden. But she did the.
She was a student at the time.
She was a student,
wasn't she?
Yeah. Now her name isn't even Sydney Antonic anymore. She's married and she's doing great.
Off to a successful career, but
Exactly.
she got her start with our goofy T-shirts.
Like a lot of people with 3 guys.
Well, no, what normally? I mean, nothing. It's a wonderful retro.
Retro.
He was ready to take a shot at it.
No,
retro.
What caused you to pull that out of the dresser today?
Just an effort to wear more of our merchandise. I think.
Okay.
Kind of put that out there a little bit.
All right.
Get this back on the site for sale and working on new hats potentially.
Oh,
okay.
Don't know when
I
they'll be
like
ready,
that.
but I'm working on something.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got big fall sessions coming up here with.
I think we still have some of the ones with the 3G on them. The very popular 3G
I
that we
like
broke
that
out
one.
I
last
like
year.
those, yeah.
I like that
So we got those. So anyway, that's it. Wanted to wear some merch.
Next week, a lot of stuff going on.
Really? Wait a minute. Are these things that
we'll just much like the court case involving the WVU players, we're going to take each of these as they're presented, Hoppy, because I'm not going to give him a blanket everything's approved here. So we'll just take it as each one comes up.
Right.
Fair enough?
They are individual cases.
Correct.
I will.
Which we'll get into today.
Yeah, I'll let you know. But next week, obviously, our food court begins again on Friday and Saturday.
That is approved.
That is approved. And we're going to go Friday afternoon, 3 until 10.
It's like a 3 o'clock, 3:30 till 10. Yeah.
Till about 10. Homeless Dave has struck a deal that I'll talk about a little bit with the folks at WVU. WVU has like its own record production music label. We're going to get WVU students, performers, that will provide live music over at the food court. Rev Kev will be there.
Awesome.
Obviously. And I may have mentioned something a couple episodes ago that you guys jumped all over me about?
Well, yes. Now, this is where it gets tricky because you presented it and threw it out there with incorrect information on it. That was my point.
What does that mean?
Now we've got correct dates and things, so you can move forward. Go ahead.
You want me to say it now or you want me to save it? I'll save it.
Well, save it because we got a lot to get to.
Okay, let's jump on. By the way, one last thing about President Benson. And,
By the way, the food court's open Saturday, too. You didn't mention that. It's open Friday and Saturday.
Well, you're sure it would be. It's game day. Why wouldn't it be?
You know, Promotion 101, tell the people when it's open.
Okay.
It's so exclusive, we don't tell you when it's open.
Because we figure you already know.
All right, so the food court's open 3 to 10 on Friday, 9:30 until 1 o'clock on game day.
Thank you.
9:30 to 1. Rev Kev will be there serving all the great stuff. Listen to this one now.
He says stuff that he shouldn't say and then doesn't say the things he's supposed to say.
You can pre-order Rev Kev's barbecue if you'd like to do that. If you've done that in the past, you just go to the source wv.org, sourcewv.org, and you can order that. Connection 304, Parkersburg Brewing, will be front and center, and that's going on there, plus other folks that will have. Grateful Bread, by the way, the sourdough bread. We gave the gifts to President Benson.
Smelled great.
She will be taking orders, and you can pick up your sourdough bread at the food court.
So you order ahead of time and can pick it up there.
You can pre-order.
Is she going to be there?
Yeah.
This mysterious person that we can't contact in East Berlin.
I have no reason why you've been so malicious toward this young girl.
Yeah,
she's a nurse. She saves people lives. She makes great food. I mean, you've been on attack mode about
sold
this.
Out of this
because you
product.
can't
It's
find
so
her.
good. Yeah.
You go to episode800.com.
Yeah.
You can order her bread on our website at episode800.com. All right, here's the other deal, and then we'll get to the over-unders.
You just said you were going to wait.
No, the hell with it. So we're delighted to say a couple of things. The food court this year is going to be sponsored by our friends at Clear Mountain Bank.
Awesome.
And we're delighted to have those folks with us, and they're going to do a bunch of fun stuff with us. So thanks to Clear Mountain Bank for presentation of the Three Guys Food Court. Also, we will do a live, I'm not going to call it a show, but it's kind of like we're going to do a live appearance.
Yeah.
Live appearance next Wednesday at B-Dubs.
Next Wednesday?
Wednesday.
I thought.
Because you can't be there on Thursday.
Don't say anything. Don't stop.
Even start.
Don't do other days.
I'll come across that table and I will butt your nose.
The 27th?
Yes.
Right? 27. August 27. B-Dubs.
Buffalo Wild Wings at the 705 location near the Gucci Kroger.
Suncrest Town Center.
Near the Gucci Kroger.
You just went old school 705. You talk about me saying downtown.
No. Old Orchard bypass. On the Old Orchard bypass.
705.
So listen, we're going to be there.
40 just went, what? Where's he talking about?
No, Tony's right. The bypass.
The bypass.
It's the bypass.
Old Orchard bypass. Wow. So
right, reset.
Yeah, reset. So
Kercheval's over there throwing out every day of the week.
This is what we're doing. Next Wednesday from 6 until 8 o'clock, the night before high school football starts. The three of us will be at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Stop pounding the table.
Yeah.
We will have live music.
Uh-huh.
The three of us will be there. We will interview folks. We'll have some special guests. We're going to kick it around a little bit with University High and Morgantown people football because that's the night before Morgantown plays Parkersburg South. University's again. I'm trying to arrange a little.
Just stop right there. Just stop right there. You're a long way from that. You're a long way from that.
Food eating contest. And so join us.
Under promise, over
at Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 until 8. Now, that's Wednesday. Then after that.
The 27th.
Yeah. Then after that, Thursday nights before home games, Pitt, right? And then Utah will be there Thursday from 6 until 8.
But we'll talk more about that as we get closer. What you need to remember, Wednesday next week, August 27th, Suncrest Town Center, B-Dubs.
Just come hang out. We're going to have microphones. We're just a bunch of hoots. All right.
Yeah, very good. All right, that wasn't too bad. Only overpromised a little.
All right, let's rock and roll. First one, go.
First one, this is the one I fumbled. All my research is sitting at home on my computer. This will be backed by not nearly as deep numbers, and none of them may be right.
This is great, and I'm the guy that overpromises. Yeah.
I overpromised on this one. You're absolutely right. All right, here it is. Ready?
Yep.
one of the questions about this team of the many, what's the offense look like in terms of run-pass breakdown? Rich is heavy run. We know that, right? 60%'s a minimum. We're closer to 65%. We know that.
I don't know why you got to say that about him.
Well, he loves to run it.
Does he have the all-time leading receiver in college football history?
Yep.
He does what he can do. I don't know why you got to jump out here and think he's going to run the ball.
Well, last time we saw him here, he was running it pretty well. Worked pretty well. Did the run game work pretty well last time we saw Rich Rodriguez offense, Hoppy?
It worked really well because you had Pat White and Steve Slayton and a cast of so you run the ball.
Ran it well. Ran it well last year at Jack State.
Yes.
Saw Pat this morning, by the way.
Likes to run the football.
Saw Pat this morning. Had a weighted vest on.
Yeah, that's all the rage now.
Yeah. So I'm walking around the stadium. He comes down the other steps from the stadium. He got a weighted vest on. And he's walking. He said, he's trying to get lean. Trying to get leaner. And there was this surreal moment for me, Hop. Like, I went this way in front of, like, the Milan Pushkar statue, and Pat went farther down between the hospital. And he's walking out ahead, and I'm looking down at him. And, like, this is Pat White. One of the greatest, if not, greatest quarterback, one of the greatest football players in West Virginia football history.
Correct.
And here he is, about like 7:15 in the morning, got his weighted vest on, and he's walking, and the hospital employees are walking in to work. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, they're walking by, like, you have no idea, like, what that guy did to make that building right there erupt.
Yeah.
Erupt. It was
but
kind of
also,
like
people weren't stopping him for autographs this morning either. They had no idea it was him.
He was traveling incognito. I mean, I don't think
like
think you'd see Pat White in a weighted vest. He just kind of got just walking down the sidewalk. He didn't have his uniform on.
It's been 20 years.
Yeah. But I just thought it was like a wonderfully weird moment.
Yeah.
Over under 2.5 miles that Pat walked this morning.
Oh, over.
Yeah, over.
You know him. He's going to get down. He's going to get after it.
Probably did some sprints in there.
Mm-hmm. I think he probably did. Yeah.
All right,
Do you have any eligibility left?
Well, nowadays he might.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe.
He might.
Put him in that court case. Make him the fifth defendant.
Maybe.
Fifth plaintiff. The fifth plaintiff.
Number five gets a
Go ahead, Brad.
Well, I mean, he only played 4 years.
Exactly.
True. Yeah.
So, some interest this year because Rich likes to run. Recent vintage Rich likes to run the ball.
Right.
But he even said might be the best group of slots he's ever had. Slot receivers. Said he might be even installing some more pass plays than he thought he would be. Even said might throw it a little more than he thought he would.
This is such a bait job.
Yeah.
But you don't exactly know who the quarterback's going to be. Got multiple quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
But all of them can throw it.
Yes.
So you think I'm going right now. You're already trying to calculate in your head.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
You think I'm doing run pass percentage.
Nope. You're not doing that.
No, I'm not. I'm doing this. West Virginia's leading receiver will have under 700 yards in receiving this season. Under 700 yards, West Virginia's leading receiver.
Context?
Some numbers that may or may not be accurate. the first tour of duty for Rich here, 3 times it happened. Pretty special guys, though.
Yeah.
Chris Henry did it twice. Darius Renaud did it once in the last season.
What were the? You don't remember?
Yeah, Henry had over 1,000 in 2003, had 872 in 2004. Darius just got over that number, 733 in 2007, which tells you what a ridiculous offense that was.
Yeah.
Had 2,000-yard rushers, still threw it to a guy for over 700 yards. So 3 times here at WVU. Happened once at Michigan in his 3 seasons there. Happened, well, in 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons at Arizona, but 5 players because he had 2 do it in 2012. Rich kind of went back to his Glenville days. They're throwing it a little more in Arizona.
Well, he had Khalil Tate, right?
Well,
last season,
Anu Solomon, right? Is that the guy that was throwing around for him?
Yeah, Anu Solomon.
Last season, Cam Vaughn, current WV receiver Cam Vaughn,
he's on
did
the squad here.
He is, and he went over this number last season in a run-heavy team. Ding, ding, ding. Pay attention. They also had a 674-yard receiver in 2023 right up against it. So roughly 9 times, 9 seasons in 19, it's gone over this number, but 10 players in those 19 seasons have done it, including the 2 at Arizona. So the question is, over or under? West Virginia's leading receiver has 700 yards.
Not even close.
Over or under?
This is not even close.
Oh,
Do you want to go first?
Not even close.
okay.
Under.
Reason?
I thought a wonderful question for you, Brad, would have been how many passes caught behind the line of scrimmage? That's what I think you're going to see a lot.
Now those are passes.
I understand.
Those are passes, and when you scamper up with those slots, that counts as receiving yards. Now you know that, right? Now
Yeah.
Now Hoppy, when you throw the ball and someone catches it, now it counts as receiving yards.
Or if it's a receiver, the receiver comes running around, you kind of toss
Now
it
that
to
is
him.
that is a receiving yard, so he's going way under, but he's about to build the case for there's going to be some nice passes that are ball control that you can get some runs off of.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Continue.
I think that you basically tried to bait us into making a pass seem like it was this. I think you're going to see a lot of that. I think Rich is going to attack the living heck out of the perimeter, whether that be a slot, whether that be a running back. But that's a good one. That is a really good question.
I mean,
The fact that Cam
Vaughn's on
Vaughn-
the roster, he just did it.
I'm going under.
I'm going under 2 because, you got Gallagher, you got Vaughn.
Gallagher, you got Vaughn, you got
Bray,
you got Bray,
But-
you've got
Yeah,
Preston
Pac-Man
Fox,
Fox.
you got a bunch
you
of
got Man Singleton that caught almost 80 balls.
Gerard Bowie. You got a lot of different guys. I'm going to think the
You
multiplicity.
got some receiving tight ends that you like.
I think the multiplicity of receivers will keep it under 7.
And
You got a depth question at running back here.
so I'm going under because, you got some depth at receiver, but do you have a guy, that's going to be consistently get, 8 catches a game or something like that? And also, you don't have proven starter quarterbacks that are just get back there and whip it around, even if they just throw it laterally to the guy in the slot. And you talk about Chris Henry going over 700 yards. Chris Henry was a freak.
Well, I was going to say, both guys he referenced both played in the NFL.
NFL guys. So I'm under 700.
You know Cam Vaughn's on this roster, right?
I understand that.
Did he get about 700 last year?
Yeah, I had almost 900. Thanks for asking.
Okay, what are you going with it, big boy?
Well, because you two went under, I'll go over.
Did you want to go over?
You know my stance on these. You really probably should take under on all of them.
Yeah.
That's really the safest number play throughout. You'll probably end up with a higher percentage. I'll go over.
Do you feel good about it, or what do you think?
I don't know. There are a lot of different guys.
Can I do an addendum?
But I do think you're going to have to throw it a little bit here. I think he's going to have to throw it. He's got some weapons at
100%.
receiver. And again, one of the guys that we referenced doing this is sitting over there on the roster.
I'm going to throw an addendum out at you to your question, like next chapter of it. Three dudes between 450 and 650.
That might be harder to do.
Yeah,
You think?
could be.
Might be.
Okay.
All right. Under, over.
Under, over.
I'll take
Right.
over to be different.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Go ahead.
Air Rodriguez coming back. Let's throw it. This one. Settle in
You like
here.
it?
What was
You
that?
I like this one because we could go for a whole 2 shows on this. I've returned to the quarterback position. I think you have to. I think this has to be in the discussion as an over-under. It would have been negligent to not include it.
Sure.
Quarterbacks to take a snap during the 2025 season. This does not count if Rodney Gallagher happens to line up in a wildcatish. This is only guys listed as
a
quarterback on the roster, okay?
Guy.
Quarterbacks to take a snap during the 2025 season will set the number at 3.5. Over or under? We're talking about Nico, Jalen Henderson, Max Brown, Scotty Fox, Khalil Wilkins, Scott Keen.
Easy.
Over 3.5. But let me give you some context. Last year, Rich played 3. 2023 played 6. 2022 played 3. Here's what may surprise you. Surprised me. I went back and looked at his first time here. First season, how many quarterbacks do you think played?
So Brad.
And I know you don't have the luxury of researching. I wouldn't have got this.
Brad,
3.
Rashid. He might have been 4.
3. Can you name the third?
No.
Because you know the 2, Rashid and Brad Lewis.
Yeah.
Can you name the third? This is a hard one.
No.
Derek Jones.
Yeah, Miami started. Didn't he start at Miami?
2002 played 2. Can you name the other one besides Rashid? These are some turn back the clock
Boy,
names here.
that is.
So the next year after Brad left.
Just because Rashid
So what year
stayed
is that?
pretty much injury-free and went through. 2002. Stop looking it up.
I'm looking it up.
Stop looking it up. That's not even any fun to do it.
Well, I'm just curious.
Danny Embick.
Yeah, you had it. You
I
were
was
starting
gonna
to
go.
say it.
Danny
You got
Embick.
it.
You were starting
Danny
to say
Embick,
it.
yeah.
2004 went 3. Here's what really got me. Pat bursts on the scene in 2005, so you know you played 2 with Bednarik and Pat. Did you know you played a 3rd in that season and double bonus points if you get the 3rd quarterback to play in the 2005 season?
Initial CH.
No. He was earlier. He played in 03 and 04. You're thinking of Charles Hales. But 2005, there was a well-known, very popular name.
Oh, JR.
J.R. House.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the 3rd quarterback.
He got in there a little bit late.
2006, again, you got one of the greatest to ever do it in Pat White, so you probably only needed one quarterback, right, Hoppy?
Right.
Probably only played one. You just got Pat White. You rode Pat White forever.
That was
Give him the
it.
ball. Played 3 in 2006. Pat, Jarrett, and Markel Harrison.
Markel Harrison, again, we need to look this one up. Greatest drive. He went on a 99-play drive. He started it.
Facilities.
No, he was outside of the stadium. He started it on the grass practice over on the practice thing. Came through the silver lot, through the building, by the weight room, and then got on the field on a 99-yard drive.
Very
a 99-play
Service
drive.
Academy-esque.
Yeah, oh, it was unbelievable.
2007, you had Pat just running wild, right? Great season for Pat. Should have played for a world championship that season, so you probably only used one quarterback, Hoppy, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Pat.
Only
I mean, it was
one.
undisputed world
Right.
champion
Yes.
quarterback.
Jarrett.
Played 4 that season.
Besides Jared.
Played 4 that season when you had the undisputed best quarterback in the country in Pat
Well,
White.
you probably ran away on some games, so late in the games, guys got on the field, right?
Yeah, probably. Who? Where were they?
Over under 3.5 quarterbacks to take a snap this season.
Oh, wait a second. Who were the 4 that played that year?
The 4 you already know. Pat, JB, Bednarik, and Markel.
Okay. I got you. Yeah.
But I just thought that was
I think
interesting.
this-
in the 3 seasons that you had Pat as the primary starter, and I know in 05 it wasn't from the beginning, you played an average of, 10 in 3 years, over 3 quarterbacks when you had a great one in Pat White.
So what's your number here? 3.5?
3.5.
This year.
Nico, Jalen, Max Brown, Scotty Fox, Khalil Wilkins. You probably could have put the number at 4.5 and had an interesting discussion here.
I'm over.
3.5, Hoppy.
I'm going under.
Wow.
4 that's a lot. And look,
Listen.
I don't think you have somebody like, oh, it's very clear this is the guy. He's going to be the guy all year, and we're going to let other guys get in here if a game gets away or something like that. 4 is a lot, man. That is a lot. Unless you have a serious injury or 2. So barring that, I would go under. I can see a 3rd. And also,
Hoppy, he might play 4 in the first game.
Yeah, you don't even need a serious injury. You just need a ding.
Yeah,
and
well, how
someone
about
comes in.
leads? How about leads? If you have a big lead against Robert Morris, you don't give Scotty. You
How
don't give
about,
Scotty
how about
Fox
in
some
today's
stuff.
day and age, you want to play guys, you have guys on the roster, you want to play them, they're not here to sit.
They get
if
4
you have-
games.
if you have a big lead against Robert Morris,
Yeah.
okay, you're not trying to get the 3rd guy reps. You're trying to get the 1st and 2nd guy reps.
No.
This year might be different.
He's going the other way. He wants to play 80 guys.
Conventional wisdom, I agree with that. I don't know that that's the case here.
He continues to say he keeps telling the team, I want to play everybody. He keeps telling them, I want to play 80-plus guys. And I was talking.
Okay.
Listen, I was talking to him yesterday. Listen, just
All right. Okay. I have a response to that, but go ahead.
okay. Because he goes fast on offense, that sometimes is going to lead to quick drives. That sometimes is going to put your defense out there a lot. So his whole mindset on that, so that he stays true to the way he thinks he needs to win games, he plays a ton of guys on defense. He wants everyone ready to go.
You said defense.
Yeah, he plays a ton of guys on defense because they don't get tired out. So he's going to play a lot of players. He truly wants to play over 80 guys against Robert Morris.
Oh, okay. Here's my pushback on that. There's a play-by-play job open, and you, Tony, and 4 other people are going to compete for the job. And I say, look, you're all going to get a chance. Everybody's going to get a chance to do play-by-play. What does that mean? Everybody's vested. Everybody's in. If I just said 2 guys are going to play, 3 guys are like, What the heck, man? So that is a way. I'm not questioning his motive. That is a way of trying to guarantee that everybody's still buying in because everybody thinks they're going to get a chance to play.
To a degree,
Brad?
Yes.
Yes, but that's why he's telling everybody he wants. That's why he keeps telling these guys he wants 80 guys to play. He wants everyone to know, like, you're going to get on the field, and when you get on the field, you're going to be given an opportunity.
Can you play 80 guys?
Yeah, you could.
Over 2.5 quarterbacks played in the Robert Morris game. Over.
Right. I took under. You guys do what you're going to do. I took under.
Robert Morris game? Robert Morris game? Over.
Over. I agree. So you could have 3 right off the board. Then you just need one other guy for the rest of the season.
Yeah. 100%. I'm totally over.
Okay. Don't get mad. I just took it under.
Oh, I'm not. No, I feel sorry for you, but I'm not mad. No, I think that's a pretty good question.
That is a good question.
Well, you have to ask it. Right, we ask it, and we do that in most years. I think if there's ever been a year to ask it, because, again, go down those guys that I said, who that is. I mean, you could
you forget.
You could almost build a compelling case as we sit in August, given everything he said, and given how injuries happen to that position, and given that you're going to run the quarterback a lot, more than maybe you have, say, for the last couple of years with Garrett. And we saw what happened with Garrett last year. How many guys? Maybe an interesting question would have been how many guys start at quarterback this season.
That would have been a good one.
That's a good one right there.
That would have been a hard one. That would have been a good one.
I mean, you'd probably have to set the number at 2.5 on that. I might go over on that.
Don't forget.
Number of guys to start a game this season.
Take 1 or 2 of those.
Over? Would you go over on that?
Which number?
Number of quarterbacks to start, number of different quarterbacks to start a game this season.
What's the number?
Over under 2.5.
Whoa.
So do 3 different players start at quarterback for West Virginia this season in a game?
Under.
I hope under, but over wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I might take over.
I hope under, but over wouldn't surprise me.
Don't forget, take 6 quarterbacks, hope they're all successful, and take 2 that come into a game and fumble the snap or throw a pick, and you never see them again.
Rich, I mean, you don't. If you're a true really person that gets into this really, really detailed, like remember everything. I mean, Rich put some people in witness protection. There's some people that went into the witness protection program for not doing the right thing. He's like, gone, never heard from again.
And it's hard for everybody to do the right thing all the time.
Yeah. I think he gets that. He understands that. But if it's egregious in his opinion, if it's something that continues to be repeated after correction, then he'll eventually settle you off, put you out there, send you over to the food court, call it a day. Right? 3 guys before the game would love to see you walk into the stadium with the Mountaineers. GoMart can make that happen for you. Sign up for the Mountaineer Man Trip. It's super easy to do. All you have to do is drive into one of the GoMarts, park, then go into it. Don't just go straight in. And take your phone out, hit them up on the QR code, and register to be part of the Mountaineer Man Trip. It would be a lifetime memory for you. Get to wave the kids up at Children's Hospital, walk in. By the way, the other day I was walking around the stadium. They had taken the coal that they touched.
Yeah.
Dude was maintaining
shining it up,
yeah, shining it up for the coming season. So the coal is very shiny.
That's an all-time experience if you're a fan. I think
you get to go on the field too for a bit.
Yeah, you walk all the way
VIP
in down to the field.
Stuff. You get swag.
Start at quarterback.
Walking in over. Number of fans to start at quarterback this season over. Walking in with the team hop, that's an all-timer.
That's cool.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fun to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
Roll in, crowds going nuts.
That's something you always remember.
That's an all-timer.
So that's easy. So you just go into the store, you scan the QR codes in the store, and then you just register right there. It's easy.
Yeah. And while you're there, you can try to get a hold of one of those 15-pound. I think they've got one M&M now. Most of the time M&Ms come like that size. Someone told me, I haven't confirmed this one, down the Flatwoods one, there's one M&M that you can get in there weighs 6 pounds.
Size of a hubcap.
So you come in it's like a medicine ball.
You know what else you might want to do while you're there?
What?
I mean, you could also just go in and snag one of those lottery tickets. You see what the Powerball's up to?
No.
It's like over $600 million now. Wow. You could line up. You win that thing as a fan. You line up, and is that right, Texas Tech? You're going to drop $90 million on players. Guess what we're going to do? Kirchville, guess what we're going to do?
going to give you $300 million.
I'm going to go see my guys up at the Postal Plaza Go-Mart later and buy one of those things.
You want, yeah.
That'd be awesome. Well, okay. If you won,
I'm going to hit it. Just start this.
go into Ren's office.
Here we go.
Just start doing
Enough of not having a national championship. Done. Here we go. Boom. There's a big bag of money. Go win.
There you go. Would you give $300 million?
Well, I guess you have the finances are. You know, I have a high
Check
level.
with your wife.
I have a high level financial
I know you
advisor
do.
that lives in the Howe household that I need to run that.
I can
by.
hear her. I can hear her head exploding right now.
3 guys strongly suggest that you hydrate well if you're coming to the game next week. You don't know how hot it's going to be. How do you do that? Well, hell, you got to get a Comax water system wherever you work. Tell you wherever you work, get your boss going, look, we need water. We need to hydrate all week long. At Comax Business Systems right now, they're introducing the I-12 water cooler. Sleek design meets cutting-edge technology. What am I talking about? Hot, cold water, daily ice production of 44 pounds, plus 8.5 pounds of additional storage. It's the deal. Hydrate, workplace, wherever it might be, contact Comax Business Systems, ComaxWV.com. And staying on the topic of water, Lou Wendell Marine Sales, now your weather's really going to get good because our hot starting to slip away a little bit. Now you get into those days that are like heavenly.
Yeah.
So Lou Wendell Marine Sales, check them out, the premier pontoon boat dealer in the state of West Virginia. They've been at it for over 40 years. Take a look inside. They got anything and everything that you could need for your pontoon. They got buoys, they got rafts, they got oil, they got every kind of thing in the raft. I mean, look at life preservers. What do you need? Rope, got it. And then those beautiful boats. Those absolutely beautiful, and of course, trailer tires. You can never have enough of those. Those Avalon boats made in the state of Michigan, 100% made in the United States of America. Check them out. Lou Wendell. If you're a boating person, they'd love to talk with you, and they've been doing it well for over 40 years.
Recliner in the front, there's a nice seat. Go out for a little lead, check out the leaves here in fall boating.
Mm-hmm.
A recliner?
Front recliner in the seat there.
Can we go back to that picture?
Yeah, right at the front of the boat, Hobby.
Can we go back to that, guys?
It's like a lounger.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
That,
kickback.
Right there. Right in the front. See it?
Yeah, you just go back in that thing, Hoppy.
It's nicer than my living room.
It is. It's a nice. That's
Sit
a good
there,
leather.
extend your feet out. Great place to read a little book there while you're in the middle of the lake.
Sure.
That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Read Mike Florio's new book. It's on Amazon this week.
I know. I got to go get that.
Yeah, it just
John
came out.
Antonik's book.
John Antonik's Bobby Bowden book. All right, you said you had something else special that you were giddy over.
Third, well, I don't know if I was giddy over. It's just different. Just different way to do it, the over-under here. Stole it from a Super Bowl prop, Hoppy, of which there's hundreds.
Yes, there are.
So this one is the jersey number of the player that has the most total touchdowns this season for West Virginia. The jersey number, over-under, for the player with the most total touchdowns. The over-under number is set at 11. So will the player for West Virginia that has the most total touchdowns wear a jersey of numbers, I guess it could be 0 through 9, or 0 through 10, or will they wear one that is greater than 11?
Wait a minute, can you repeat that?
Yeah. The jersey number of the player with the most total touchdowns for West Virginia. So basically, here's what you're doing. Here's a sampling of some of those numbers. Under 11, if you like the under on that, Hoppy, you're playing with Jaheim White, right? There's your horse. Ty Edwards, Man Singleton, Jaden Bray, Max Brown, Gerard Bowie. So a lot of receivers. Jaheim's really the workhorse there, and maybe Ty Edwards if he wins his case and he's eligible. The over, and I'm sorry, and Nico.
Nico.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sorry, one more time. The question is?
Over under jersey number for the player that leads West Virginia in the most total touchdowns.
Okay. And that I'm going to go Nico. So is that I'm
You'd
under?
be under.
I'm under because I'm going Nico because you got
number 8.
You got pass and run possibilities.
Okay, let's change it on the fly. You ready?
Okay.
I'm going to change it on the fly. Let's make the number 7.5. So it separates Jaheim and Nico.
So, okay.
So now Nico's in the over category, and you're getting, but look what you have in the over category. You don't just get Nico, you also get a Jalen Henderson. You also get Khalil Wilkins. You also get Scotty Fox. You also get Rodney Gallagher, Pac-Man Fox, Sincere Bowers, Dior Hubbard.
For a quarterback, you're counting his rush and his throwing touchdown passes? Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over.
Brad,
Last season, Trey Stewart had 26 for Jacksonville State. Huff barely got him at 29, and Huff had an unbelievable season.
Yeah. I mean, he ran for like 1,500 yards or something crazy, 1,300 yards.
At Jacksonville State in 2023, Rich's quarterbacks only threw for 6 total touchdown passes.
How many run for?
But they ran for like 11 or 12?
No, not as many. Yes, yeah, they had double digits that year.
Yeah.
2001 here, which is probably the most similar, where you have a known quantity at running back. That was Avon Coburn in 2021. And you were trying to put a new quarterback in Brad Lewis. Brad threw for 7 touchdowns, ran for 1 and 8. Avon led the team in touchdowns that year,
How many?
just with rushing 9.
Yeah, that was yeah.
But remember, if you take the quarterback side of things, and they're playing a bunch of them, those numbers are going to get split a little bit.
Over.
So if Nico and Henderson play, or if Scotty Fox and Henderson play, there may be some splitting there.
Okay.
So basically, it's a Jaheim White against the field is kind of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're telling me,
So
for me to be over, all Nico has to do is be responsible for either rushing or throwing for 11 touchdown passes.
No.
Total touchdowns.
No. It's just, the number's the jersey number. It's not the total touchdowns. You get the jersey number. So you didn't listen. It's the jersey number of the player that leads in total touchdowns. So if you take under, you get every player under. I changed the number. The number's 7.5. So any jersey that's less than 7.5, Jaheim wears number 1. Ty Edwards is slated to wear 2. Singleton slated to wear jersey number 3. You get that collection of players. If any of them lead in total touchdowns and you took the under, you win that bet.
Then I go
I'm still over. I'm still over.
You want all the quarterbacks.
I'm going over because that's the field and Nico.
But what if Nico splits time?
I understand now. I got it. I'm still going over because it's the
I
field
don't
and
know why
Nico.
I got to try to change the guy's opinion.
I'm just throwing out this, having a
I
debate.
understand. Where are you? What are you doing? I know you're banking on Jaheim having.
Well, the safer play is to do what you guys said, over, and you take all the quarterbacks in that field. Right? But again, if there's some split time, if there's a quarterback injury. Now, if Jaheim gets injured, you're probably out of the mix there because it's Jaheim and basically receivers, and it's going to be hard for them to get that number.
Right.
I'd like to have one more running back in there because you don't know Ty Edwards' situation. But over's probably the play. But again, if Jaheim is healthy and gets after it, this offense would be great for him. And there's not a lot of depth at that position. They're going to need a running back to run the football.
So you're saying you see Jaheim on a reasonably good year, and he stays healthy as running for 1 to 2 touchdowns a game.
That's awful high. 1, yeah. If you could get, it'd be a really good year. But if you could get, and Rich has had that. I mean, I could go back through the numbers. Rich has had guys with double-digit touchdowns most every year that he was here. So that's not unusual to have double-digit touchdowns. The quarterbacks are going to get some. We're going to get down close, and he's going to sneak it in with the quarterback.
And pass
but
it
you
in.
might have multiple quarterbacks playing, which could keep the numbers of the quarterback in line. Running back, there has yet to be another running back that has emerged as a guy that everybody goes, oh yeah, he's going to get a lot of carries. It's been simply Jaheim, and they're trying to find that second guy.
I've been thinking lately. Been walking, thinking. What happens this time of year? We get caught in our August optimism, and we begin to make projections, and we say them so many times they become fact.
Yeah, fair.
Where we're just like, oh yeah, it's a given. It's going to happen. The one thing we can't forget, it's still year 1, and it's a brand new offensive line. And until they play through several games, you're just not going to know what it is. Is this line going to be able to get push? If the two guards in the center can get push right from the beginning, including the Pitt game, things are going to be just going to go swimmingly.
Yeah, agree.
If you
got to run it inside to be able to pop outside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're getting some form of like consistent push up front and you can run that thing, then Rich's palette is completely open to every color. If not, then as a staff, they're going to have to look at it and go like, okay, we can't get the push we need. we need to do X, Y, and Z. Now, there's other things to do, but that will be a huge determining factor as to what the offense is and what it will become productivity-wise.
Agree. Now, I will add to that, though, along those same lines of thinking, if that line struggles and it can't pass protect and it simply becomes a throwing it parallel situation, well, defenses are going to figure that out pretty quick, too, and it may suppress some of the touchdown passing numbers, too. So, yeah, the offensive line is critical in all of these. But, again, you go back to that first year here when the offense wasn't fully installed. Now, I think it's further advanced than it was in 2001. And I think you have many more guys that fit this system than he did when he took over in 2001. That's where the portals helped you. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't think it would be suppressed that much, but that's a factor too.
Can I give you an over-under?
Well, sure.
Over a number of times, Mountaineer Nation, along with the team, will sing Country Roads at the end of the game. 3.5.
Home and away?
No, home.
Home only.
Home only. 3.5.
6 games? 3.5.
Brad?
I don't know. I wasn't prepared to do my season predictions today.
Well, we don't have to then. We don't have to.
Over. I'm hell with it. I'm going over on everything tonight.
Okay.
Over. You know, one thing on West Virginia's pass protection, I'll say this. That offensive line won't see anything in a game like it sees every day in practice in regard to the frequency of pressure that it gets in practice. Because, as we've talked about a good bit, like, this is not a scripted deal that Rich says, hey, in this period, I want you to show me this, this, and this. Like, it's like for real football all the time. Like, he just keeps Zach Alley dials up and calls whatever he wants to do on defense, and Rich is doing whatever he wants to do on offense. So it's real game situations, and the frequency that West Virginia snaps plays off, that offensive line has been just absolutely, for lack of a better term, like bum rushed the entire preseason. It should help them when real games happen, that they should be in a pretty good, at least familiarity with handling a ton of pressure.
Agreed, and that is extremely valuable. Tony, you know what the difference is on that, though, is when you play a team that's got a guy.
Oh, sure. No question.
That's a good number right there.
Oh, thank you. Are you looking at it now?
Because if you're 4-2 at home, that's a hell of a home season this year.
That is.
You've done a nice job at home. If this group gets to 4-2 at home,
yeah. I know everyone's looking at the
good
first
number.
Everyone's looking at
Thank
the
you.
first month of the season, right? And to state the obvious, they do play games in October and November.
Yeah, but
right?
but
no, I'm just saying, like, this team will get better as it goes. Again, I'm thrilled of the way the season and schedule opens.
yes.
Thrilled. Couldn't have come better at a better time to be doing it this way. But they'll get better.
It's wild though. You got some question marks of teams coming in. Like, everybody's back on the Utah train again.
Yes.
After I'm not sure, but I think they were awarded the Big 12 championship trophy last year
They
before the
were.
season began.
Yes,
They did.
before
Was
it
that
began.
right?
They were.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Yormark flew out there, may have
Salt
given
Lake
it to them.
gave it to
ceremony.
them. Yeah.
I think that happened. That didn't turn out that way, but I think they did get it. So everybody's back on the Utah train.
Yes.
Again. TCU returning quarterback, they can do some damage. What's Colorado this year?
Zero
Who knows?
idea.
What happens to them?
Zero
Who's the
idea.
Heisman Trophy winner and your starting quarterback that was really, really productive?
Yep.
Now, they brought in a ton of dudes, right? They brought guys, and maybe Dion has it stabilized. That'll be fascinating to watch that circus come to town on November 8th. I can't wait for that. That's going to be a blast. And then even Texas Tech. You know, Texas Tech with that unbelievable payroll. I heard a stat yesterday that they signed more 4-stars this round than the rest of the Big 12 combined.
What?
I mean, they just spent a ton of money, Hoppy.
Yeah, that's very
So what's
doable.
Texas Tech look like by the time we get to November? If they have underachieved comparative to expectations, and expectations are through the roof, this has to be a playoff team, should compete for a Big 12
Right.
title, should probably be a playoff team with that payroll that they have. What if Texas Tech yaks a few up in there, and it's chaos, and they have coaching hot seat implications, and they come limping in here? I mean, you never know. Fascinating
disagree.
schedule.
I don't disagree that they're either going to come in high stepping, or they're going to be a team that everyone's talking about as being underperforming.
disappointment.
And who's the next coach?
And who's the next coach?
And
Because
Because that's a challenge for Joey McGuire. I mean, that's awesome. You got whatever your payroll was this year, and you just go bought everybody. But the flip side for a coach is, okay, you better go win with that hop.
And absolutely. But also, you're coming. I mean, where's West Virginia's head going to be at the last game of the season? And previous to that, you just went out to the fourth time zone to play a game, very tough opponent.
But you have a week off between those.
So to your point, we've been focused so much on this first month, which the first month is. We know about games 2 and 3. Ohio U on the road, little tricky situation. Go and handle your business. And you got that massive game against Pitt. Kansas. I feel like Kansas is sneaking around the chicken coop here, to use a game day phrase there. Jalen Daniels was not good last year, and we saw that at West Virginia. He had massive turnover issues early, but that's a creative offense. That's a good team. That might be one. I'm a little worried about Jalen Daniels popping back with a good season.
Now, you think West Virginia might have stole that game from the Jayhawks last year?
Did steal it. But you had one stolen from you against Pitt. You had that Pitt game too.
True.
So
that was on the other night.
Oh, they've been playing the heck out of it.
That was on the other night.
You know what that is?
What?
A little foreshadowing.
What are you saying? What do you mean?
Well, as we said,
why are you showing West Virginia Pitt?
This is one of the all-time great rivalries.
I happened upon that, like the last 5 minutes.
Hurts.
It was bad. I think I texted you or Brad.
Makes you swear, doesn't it?
Just needed to tackle Holstein once in the thing.
Once. Holstein was just
one block on the edge on that C.J. Donaldson.
The Wyatt Milan penalty was absolutely horrifically horse crap.
Also, what about the pass interference?
Garbage.
I mean, unless he was holding him prior to the catch. Because there were three guys. There were 3 guys around him when he caught the ball. But
you know who we needed to ref that game?
Who?
Jan Dills.
You know why?
Attorneys at law. Won't take no for an answer. Like someone said, it's a penalty. You know what Jan Dills would say? I'm not taking that for an answer. No penalty there. Jan would have got a flag and went like, nope, no penalty. Jan Dills, attorneys at law, nationwide firm practicing in all 50 states with clients in all 50 states, based right here, begun here in the state of West Virginia, specialists in VA benefits, veterans benefits. So if you or someone that you know needs help dealing with the government when it comes to VA benefits or Social Security disability claims, by all means, call them before you even start the process. They will be the guide that you need to walk you through the multitude of steps and obstacles that people face when they file these claims. Contact Jan Dills, attorneys at law, wherever you may be. As I said, they're doing business in all 50 states.
Can I do? I have an obvious observation.
Sure.
If there's time, are you doing something else?
Hoppy, it's a podcast. We don't have any time. Go ahead.
Obvious observation. Jamori Robinson will not take the field for West Virginia this year.
Yeah, it would be a stunner.
It was going to be uphill anyway, even though there are, as Brad talks about all the time, there are no rules. There's 20 years to play 10. There's
20 to play 10.
5 years to play 7.
Every rule, I would agree that it put it in the long shot category. I get it.
Yeah.
But there's also every rule you want to show me that the NCAA is going to throw out here, there's an exception to that rule.
Absolutely.
So why are they arbitrarily putting this in place now?
I don't know,
even
but they
the
are.
Academic stuff. Even the academic stuff, there's exceptions to that all the time.
But I think that, and you're right, there's exceptions all the time, and you say, why not these guys, these 4 guys? But when on the hearing yesterday, when NCAA comes in and goes, oh, by the way, Robinson has an academic issue from UTSA.
Well, then why wasn't he already ruled academically ineligible?
Well,
Why didn't the NCAA already rule that?
I don't know.
If that's an issue, why didn't they rule that? So is it an issue or is it not an issue?
Well, the NCAA is saying that it is.
Well, why now?
The point I'm trying to make, Your Honor, is that the fact that they came in yesterday when it clearly has been an issue for months. If it's an issue, it was an issue, okay? I agree with you. But the fact that they came in yesterday in a hearing involving, the JUCO issue and played that card, oh, by the way, he has an academic issue, that tells you, for whatever reason, the NCAA is going to the mats on this one with West Virginia and on Jamari Robinson.
Well, they are, but that's just odd. If he's academically ineligible, why didn't you tell him that before he would have gone pro? He could have just turned pro.
I understand.
He passed on an opportunity to go to the NFL to come here because he was not ruled academically ineligible.
I know you're being provocative with me. I'm just trying to make the point.
Well, I'm trying to make the point too.
Okay, well, we agree.
You're taking the NCAA's position. Said the young man's not eligible. I'd like to know why.
I'm not taking. I think the NCAA is screwed up. Just like it's so arbitrary.
That's my overall point.
It's arbitrary.
I think that's what the argument is too. Is what are you guys talking about? Why does the rule apply now randomly?
Because they're roll the dice. But the fact that they brought in the academic issue tells you that for whatever reason, they're going to make a big deal out of this. So, obvious observation, unfortunately, because you could use a pass rusher, I think it's highly unlikely that Jamoy Robinson takes the field for West Virginia, period.
Hoppy's obvious observation.
So I checked the numbers. We'll just go right to the numbers. Here comes a heater. Let's jump into
Our over-under segment has been brought to us by the folks at Conley CPA Group. They probably don't take no for an answer either, do they? They ain't playing around. Super nice guys, super nice, well, people. It's not just guys
Good
over there.
people, as they say.
It's not like an old boys club over there. We
Correct.
got Sam over there, and she's fantastic.
Wonderful.
So Conley CPA Group providing value beyond numbers. They've stood the test of time, much like Lou Wendell, 40-plus years. They've been going after it, so congratulations to them. Any kind of number work you need to do, and what we really like is the fact that they can help you if you want to outsource your accounting for your business. They can do that. They can outsource your CFO services. And, again, like really good business consultants, you run stuff by them and say, hey, what about this? What about that? Really good. So visit Conley CPA Group if you are in need of help. If you're coming to a game or just like you get a hankering for some good food, the folks at Tudor's have those 3 new sauces currently ready to go. We talked about them a little bit. The new president seemed to be pretty interested. I thought he was leaning honey sriracha.
They all look good.
Yeah, they do.
I was Carolina Gold. That was one of them, right?
Yeah, they're going honey sriracha. They're going with that Carolina Gold, going with sweet teriyaki, or the old standard, the old original. So if you're into barbecue sauces and you like to get those at Tudor's, by all means, those look very, very tasty. And again, I need to get confirmation if they're gonna say
right now. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I need to know if they're gonna next week go okay, if you're coming for the game, here's the special if you go to a Tudor's on your way, and we'll find that out by Monday.
A 3-guy special?
Potentially.
Efforting?
Mm-hmm.
I might stop at the Tudor's in Fayetteville today.
Today? You're on the road today?
On the road today.
All right.
You know the one in Fayetteville?
Check it out.
Mm-hmm. Right on the road, right there in the middle of the road.
Might stop there and get one of those.
Check it out.
Well, it's not in the middle of the road. It's right off to the side, but at the intersection.
Send us a picture
You know
if
what
you do.
I meant.
Okay, we'll do.
You know what I meant. Okay.
Or go Martin, just get a Slim Jim.
Or a giant Reese cup.
Yeah.
Get one of those Powerball tickets while you're there.
And sign up for the.
That's a good idea.
Sign up for the man trip as well. Time for
You'd
Textual
be a
Healing.
classic big high roller donor. Now, what do you need? You need the quarterback is $1.2 million. I'll give you $10,000. Will that get it done?
And 2 beanery cards.
I'm such a tightwad.
Congratulations, Christopher. You've won $635 million. No, I can't donate any of that to this.
What are you going to do for that money I'm giving you, young man?
All right, let's do this thing now. Ready for Textual Healing? It's brought to us by episode800.com. Once again, we'll be kicking off the food court next Friday from 3 until 10 o'clock, and then game day 9 till a little bit after 1 o'clock. It's located right next to Daniel's Men's Store, University Avenue. But before that, we're going to be at Buffalo Wild Wings next Wednesday from 6 until 8 p.m., just having fun, frolic, and mayhem. Just a little bit of fun. You're invited to attend. It doesn't cost you anything to come in there. And I think I might have some specials. I think Connection 304 might be present.
That'd be good.
Might be something else there.
At B-Dubs?
Correct.
At B-Dubs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, we're going to be there from 6 until 8.
The one at Suncrest Town Center.
Yeah, by Old Orchard Bypass 705.
Over at
Gucci
705.
Kroger.
Over at 705.
Mm-hmm.
Take the bypass.
Take the bypass. Yeah. All right, let's do this thing. Got some really good ones.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Better get rolling here.
Hey, 3 guys. My family and I moved from Clarksburg to Lubbock in the end of June. We've been adjusting here except for all of the tech stuff everywhere in my face. This is super neat. Anyways, we had an open house at their new school 2 weeks ago. We noted a bunch of college flags hanging in the hallways. We decided to go through every hallway to see if we could find a West Virginia flag. They're not going to find that, right? They're not going to find that in Lubbock. A flying WV flag in their school over 2,000 miles away from everything they knew. Mm-hmm. It was a great way to start their new chapter. Next time y'all come out to Lubbock, we'd love to meet up for breakfast or something now that my wife doesn't hate this podcast anymore. Okay, can we show the picture, guys, of the look at that, in the Lubbock school. Like, that's not just a small little flag.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is.
So I wonder what the flags represent. Like,
all the Big 12 schools.
oh, they have all the Big 12.
All the Big 12 schools. And so I reached out to
very
Chris
welcoming of
Level,
them.
our buddy Chris Level at Tech. I said, hey, I sent him the picture. I said, hey, we appreciate you supporting the, he goes, what? Like, he didn't know. He goes, where's that? He goes, oh, actually, there's a couple of schools that do all the Big 12 schools in the school. Now, that's the doggone way it should be.
Yeah.
You should get these kids onto the doggone league. Get them in. Texter, best summer series yet. All were good. My favorite was Bill McKenzie. Two things I didn't know. He briefly lived in Ravenswood during my teenage years, and there's Frank Nestor. He graduated with Ravenswood with my mom, and his wife was one of my teachers. Thanks for the summer series. I'll see you guys at the food court. Thank you very much. That was Elite One Jennings. Texter, hello, gentlemen. On the topic of there's always a connection, I really have a cool one. In the state of Texas, my son plays baseball all over the country, participated in a Cal Ripken event at Rocker B Ranch, Texas, which is about an hour and a half north of Dallas-Fort Worth. Walking out of the park one day, wearing my flying WVU hat that says Morgantown across the front. Guy and his son comes up to me and says, hey, you guys got a really good basketball coach. Great basketball coach, in fact. I replied and said, yeah, I think he's going to do well. Our fan base seems to be really excited. The gentleman that I was talking to happened to be Ross Hodges' former neighbor, and his son was best friends with Ross's son. He went on to say that he talks to Ross probably twice a week and spoke about how much Ross is enjoying Morgantown and how much he loved it. Everything he told me about him was a great family man, an awesome basketball coach, and then we got a really good one, which I tend to agree. Love the show, guys. Keep up the good work. This is Matt from Telmo, Georgia, the Delta mechanic.
Thanks, Matt.
I've said this several times when I've gone out this summer to speak, because everything happened real quick. People don't know Ross yet, but I think they're going to really, as they get to know him, they're really, really going to like him. Texter, last episode, we need the rain was mentioned. Brad said, we need the rain.
No,
Thankfully, Brad
I
stepped
didn't
in.
say it. Kercheval said it.
Thankfully, Brad stepped in on behalf of us under the age of 50 and said old guy stuff. At what part of the aging process does one start to consider needing rain and stating that we need rain, almost as if one is defending the weather for its actions? Signed by Thad from York, Pennsylvania.
Right, thank you, Thad.
I think if you say it if you say that we need rain and you're under 40, you're probably not right. You got to be over 40 to say it. But I think it's very important, and we do need the rain.
I just was saying it on behalf of my brother, who is in the agriculture industry in the
Soybeans.
Eastern Panhandle, soybeans and corn. But yeah, it is kind of an old guy thing.
When's your brother pick his corn? Like, when's it harvested?
It would be like October.
Think we can get any?
October, November. Well, it's field corn. You don't. It's,
no, thank
you.
you.
Shell it. You don't.
Yeah, thank you. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I played football at Wirt County, and my coach always told me a story. He went to college at Glenville State when Rich was there. He lived at the apartments close to the football field and said he would not have to set his alarm because Rich would wake him up every morning with his loud coaching methods. I love the show, Jake from Wirt. Yeah. I mean, Rich is trying to serve the public as an alarm clock. Not a problem.
Rich's alarm clock. It's good.
Yeah. Got some people here. Ran into a couple from Nitro. Always a 304 connection. So check this out. They're at the Conch Republic Bar in Key West, Florida.
Conch.
Conch. Did I say conch? Conch.
You did. I mean, it looks like conch. I think conch as in the conch.
That's Scott from Morgantown.
Hanging out.
Texter. Question. Tavita Finau not nominated? So we got a little graphic here. See, West Virginia has Chemo Macchiole. Macaniole. Chemo Macaniole is his name. And he is of Polynesian descent. And this person was saying, why wasn't Tavita Finau?
Good Tavita Finau reference.
No. Texter. Guys, this is...
He never...
No.
Most talked about player who never played.
Yeah, he ranks up there.
Yeah, way up there.
Way up there. He's on the top 5. Hey, guys, this is Nathaniel texting from the plains of Shawnee, Kansas. I'm a WVU School of Medicine 2017 alum. Got my BA in bio in 13. Spent some time in sort of enemy territory, Lexington, Kentucky. Now I'm firmly in enemy territory, 45 minutes outside of Lawrence, Kansas. I just want to say it feels like coming home listening to you all get hyped about the upcoming Mountaineer football, basketball seasons. Listening to Tutors and Go-Mart commercials and hearing of the still woes of the Mile Ground Roundabout. No matter where life takes me, country roads, 3 guys, take me home. I just wanted to say thank you. Let's go Mountaineers. Well, we're here to serve. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice.
Hey, Uncle Tony, Brad, and Hoppy, we've got an inquiry on Rev Kev's barbecue during away games. Dom from Smithers and myself planning a corn party the day of the Ohio game. Plethora of corn dishes, events such as bobbing for corn and corn eating. We will also be crowning a corn king and queen, all before rooting on the Mountaineers. We would like to place an order with Rev Kev for the meat portion if available. The whole Three Guys crew invited to attend, including Homeless Dave. Hayden and Morgantown by way of Richmond. Yeah, just go to sourcewv.org and you can order from Rev Kev.
Yeah, but he's not going to be at the Ohio game.
No, you can. He'll cook something up for him in advance.
He'll
He'll do some of
okay.
that.
All right, okay.
Probably have to go over there to the church, that Kingdom EMC over there. Pick it up over there.
East Berlin.
Yeah. Is that construction done yet in Westover?
Oh.
Probably not. I'm scared to go over. Sometimes I like to cut through Westover. I'm scared to go over. I mean, when I went in there, it was like unbelievable.
You enter at your own risk.
Texter, I'm not sure if Tony is aware of this or not, but there seems to be someone pretending to be him on Instagram.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Had that, and there was a fake story as well on the Facebook that I was named the number one college football play-by-play guy in the country, and I felt horribly bad because I got so many people congratulating me. So I just had like a standard response like, it's a scam, it's a clickbait thing.
Oh,
it's the same thing that people have been doing with Netflix doing a documentary on Pat White, Netflix doing a documentary on Don Nealon. It's all not true. It's just clickbait stuff so people can make money.
Something on Facebook wasn't true?
Yeah, it's just
hard to believe, I thought.
Somebody was doing it for clickbait?
Yeah. Listening to you guys now on over-unders. You see this number? Rather disturbing. Over-under 30 weeks before Rich Rod gets us back into the rankings. Signed by Jeremy in Cooperstown. Yeah, that surprised the heck out of me when I saw that West Virginia's gone 100 weeks, Brad, since it's been in the top 25.
Yeah, in the AP poll.
In the AP poll, that's a wow.
It is.
That is a wow. So, okay, here's his over-under, 30 weeks.
Over.
You think it'll take more than 30 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. Texter, please tell Rich to bring back Van Halen's Right Now and the Big Circle to close pregame warm-ups. Thanks, BT Classic member, Willie Williams. Rich still they do the handshake thing at the end of practice where the offense goes and the defense, they meet at midfield. I don't know anything about the music or anything like that. I'm sure others are involved. Brad, wouldn't you like to be still in the athletic department so you could be involved in the those decisions, whether to bring the inflatable helmet back in the tunnel or anything like that?
Game day and Brad's worried about the fog. He's got to make sure the fog's good.
I'm thrilled. There's very capable people now in the department handling that. Don't have to have an opinion on it even.
Apparently, Instagram did a top 50 sports movies all time. And this person, Mick from Spencer, upset that neither Blue Chips nor the program is in the top 50. It automatically invalidates the entire list. Blue Chips, a classic. Classic. Dave from Colfax, by the way, of Greenville, South Carolina. Scopes, Pappy, and Bradley the Greek. According to the mothership of Mountaineer football nerds, WVStats.com, the Mountaineers have not returned a kickoff for a TD since 2021. Do you credit this to the regulation changes, lack of athleticism and recruiting, overall special teams coaching? Would you take over-under in a 0.5 line for 2025 kickoff TDs?
I would take an over on that.
Lastly,
run one back.
When can we start putting barbecue orders in for Rev Kev? Will the barbecue in a box still be available this year for early orders? Go Ears. Yes. All that stuff for Rev Kev is available. Go to episode 800, go to sourcewv.org, and they'll take care of it.
Returns have gotten harder in the last few years, though, with everybody kicks
It's
out of the end zone.
impossible.
He moves up, kicked out of the end zone.
I'd go under on that.
Would you? What? Who's going to return kicks or be back there for?
Pac-Man Fox is in punts. Pac-Man's been working out. Rodney Gallagher's been working out. I got a handful of guys.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 guys. I'm headed out on another international work trip. I'll be sure to check in with a couple of Rate My Plates. Really nothing like listening to you guys when I'm traveling. No matter where I am in the world, the familiar phrases, jokes, and sayings from this clown show put a smile on my face and give me the West Virginia connection. Speaking of which, this morning as I left my house wearing a Statler College pullover, I wondered if I'd come across any Mountaineers on this trip. After landing in Atlanta from Phoenix, I'm standing in line at the Starbucks when I notice a woman staring at me When I finally look at her, she says, my dad was a huge West Virginia fan. He was from Morgantown. I told her I grew up in West Virginia, went to school there at the college, and now live in Phoenix. Her response was, I was born in Phoenix.
Of course she was.
Always a connection. As my layover wound down, I made my way to the international terminal. Standing at the gate, waiting to board my flight to Lima, Peru. What do I see? A couple of guys also getting ready to board wearing West Virginia T-shirts. I haven't even made it out of the country, and the West Virginia connection count is at 2. Looking forward to the next few episodes from Peru, Chile, and Indonesia.
Wow.
Let's go. That's our buddy Brian in Chandler, Arizona.
He gets around.
A road trip.
Danny McCoy writes in, longtime listener, class of 74, Morgantown raised at the top of High Street, coming back from an Alaskan cruise last week, listening to the pod on the plane, and sure enough, you guys are talking about West Virginia and Alaska cities I just visited. The day that I wore my Daniels WVU shirt, I was amazed at so many folks in Ketchikan and Juneau giving me a shout-out. We truly are everywhere. I mean, there's in Alaska. I mean, Fine Looking Phil's got threads in Alaska. Probably got, like, Huskies wearing Fine Looking Phil Peter Millar.
By the way, speaking of Daniels, a lot of gold over there right now. Gold Rush is coming that first game.
Oh, yeah?
Might want to get on your stuff there. Head over to Daniels.
Okay.
Or danielsofmorgantown.com.
The first game is a Gold Rush?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right.
Texter, as I was weed eating Saturday around our mulch beds, I realized I need to keep a hard edge. Come on, August 30th. Blessings. DJ from Monroe County. I haven't done this in a super long time, but I thought I would. So as you guys know, we don't do phone calls, but if you're a long-time listener, we used to do phone calls.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play a little bit. I'm gonna play a little bit of a phone call that someone left us here. I'll shut these mics off so you guys can hear it through the speakers. Wait, hang on. Here we go.
Hey guys, I don't know if you remember me or not. Was one of the police officers down at Rochefort, West Virginia when y'all were down there. I don't know, a few years ago. And I was Tommy. I played for Coach Rod at Glenville. And sitting down there, I told you and told all you guys that Coach Rodriguez would be back. And everybody's like, no, he won't be back. I have always said it from the day that he left, and I'm telling you again, he's back. And I told you, hey, call me back. Maybe we could do something to surprise Coach Rod there. I've been his biggest fan since he's left. Always had faith that he was coming back, and he's back home. I think it's the best thing that Mountaineers could have.
There you go.
If you want to call me back.
So his officer down in Roncevert with us.
Then he gave me his phone number, which I didn't think would probably be appropriate to put.
That was, well, he deserves.
He told us. He called his shot.
Yeah. He was right.
Called his shot, man.
He deserves to be able to say, I told you so.
Yeah. Texter, call me silly, but I'm annoyed by other teams and non-WVU athletes using the phrase, let's go. Even our local newspaper used this half-page graphic probably just to enrage me. While it's okay for wannabes, I suppose, let's not forget, West Virginia fans have kept up this awesome tradition since the beginning of time, signed by Charleston Blair of Memphis. And then he said, yes, we still take the local newspaper.
Gave it the take, too. That's the perfect
Do you take
phrase.
the paper?
We still take the local newspaper.
We take the paper. Hey, three guys, here's an always a West Virginia connection. I went to the Charlotte Knights Memphis Redbirds games to see J.J. Weatherholt play. Of course, I was wearing WVU gear. I wasn't in the stadium 5 minutes before I got a Let's Go Mountaineers. Best part was that J.J. led the game off with a homer.
Of course.
Also, instead of Hoppy's obvious observations, I think it should be Hoppy's obvious perceptions. Signed by Ryan from Burlington, North Carolina. He identifies as a former manager of the men's basketball team. Charlie from Midlothian writes,
By the way, JJ's still raking.
oh my gosh.
Did you see that home run he hit the other day?
He beat that ball up.
He crushed it.
Get him up.
He
St.
should
Louis
be.
bad this year? Cardinals bad this year? I don't even know.
They're competing for a wild card.
I don't think they're very good.
But you would think about now, if you were going to bring a guy up, wouldn't you do it about now?
Yeah, September.
September call
September. Yeah.
Roster
Charlie
expands, Hoppy. They have more roster spots here in September than you.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Charlie from Midlothian.
I'm sure they'll be out of the race soon, Cardinals, so they can get him up there.
I'll check the standings.
As a Hoppy, he knows exactly what he's talking about. He's a Cubs fan. He just loves taunting the Cardinals.
Is that what it is? Oh,
yes.
is that what it is?
Yes, he knows exactly.
I haven't heard anything about the Cardinals. They're having a terrible year.
He's beautiful. Charlie
Brewers
from
are playing
Midlothian.
very well. Cubs have second best record, and I don't know where the Cardinals are. Nobody talks about them.
You got me there. I thought you were.
Charlie from Midlothian. If Ren had not busted Hoppy's chops for wearing a tie in the last episode, that was going to be my next text. Yeah, he kind of stood out there.
I thought you looked nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Texter, I've not heard this idea from anyone, but it may already be a thing. Keep a portion of everyone's NIL to be paid upon graduation or forfeited upon transfer. So, I mean, in theory, that would be a pretty good idea. But the problem is that you can't be the lone wolf in that. Like, everyone across the board would have to do that, because if West Virginia told a prospective student, hey, this is what we're going to do, they're going to go like, okay, forget you. I'll go to this other place that doesn't do that. So unless you had like everyone was doing it, then it really wouldn't work. You'd only be the only hurt would be on you. Texter, Scopes Dean Senator, this is a long, detailed text regarding how you three guys and your vernacular has an impact. My wife and I went to a couple Pittsburgh Pirate games over Memorial Day. On our way there, we're listening to one of your shows. You guys were all talking about getting your picture made with Major Harris somewhat. When we got into PNC Park, we walked up to a huge life-size pirate parrot bobblehead. There was a couple wanting to take a picture with us using their smartphone. These folks were from Asia with accents, not Asian American, so they were visitors. My wife goes up to them and says, "Do you want your picture made?" and takes their picture with their smartphone. I laughed at least to the end of the third inning. So now there's a couple back in Beijing or Bangkok or somewhere using Appalachian sayings telling people about getting their picture made.
Perfect.
Perhaps it will spread across Asia, maybe even other continents. Signed by Chris in Grandview Heights, Ohio.
Very good, Chris.
Cardinals are 5 back in the wild card.
He knew that.
I had no idea.
And lastly,
I didn't even know they were playing this season.
Tony
the Cardinals.
Hoppy, Brad, I
Everything
listened
about
to
them
your
except for
last
JJ.
2 episodes on my last 2 runs, and I have an over-under for you, which I will set at 1.5. How many schools, D1 or otherwise, have a new president, a new football coach, and a new men's basketball coach going into the same year? 1.5 is the number.
Yeah, I was going to say can't be many.
Probably
Can't be many.
I guarantee it's less than 3 if it's not under 1.5.
Of Power 4 just everywhere. I mean, the field is pretty big.
D1, he said. D1.
D1 under.
Well, D1 basketball because there's 300 and something.
Whatever.
It's still probably under, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not, but our crack staff, we probably, just since Jack's going back to school, I don't think we'll be trying to figure that out.
Now when Jack leaves, I mean, he goes in witness protection.
Yeah.
He disappears.
We'll see him once he graduates.
He's press coverage when he's in town. But like when he goes back to campus, it's just like, but you know what?
He's singular focused on what he's doing.
But you know what? He's reclassified.
I know.
What now?
Graduating early. He's done in December. We are gonna kidnap him and tie him up and bring him here.
Well, then technically 3.5 years. He's got how many years of eligibility left? Then
he's
whatever he wants.
He's got a lot of eligibility. A lot of eligibility left. Okay.
Unless you decide to arbitrarily assign different rules at different times.
So
That happens too.
by the time you all hear this, watch this, listen to this, chances are Judge John Bailey's ruling will be out. And again, we would be stunned to the utmost degree if you get all 4 of the young guys eligible. Fingers crossed that you get multiple guys eligible. Absolutely would love to see multiple guys get eligible. 3 would be great. We'll see.
Yeah, the cases are taken up individually, so it's not like a group. It's not
Right.
like all in or all out.
Correct. So we'll see what happens. Podcast schedule. So again, next week we'll go game week. So we're going to go Monday, and then we'll do a second show next week that probably releases Thursday.
What day are we doing it?
We'll probably have to do it Wednesday.
Okay.
We'll release Thursday, and then after that, when the season starts, we will go after a series of negotiations with various representatives and agents. We will record Sunday mornings, and we'll have our show for you post-game before noonish. I shouldn't say before noon. Definitely by 1 o'clock on Sundays. And then we'll go Thursdays. We'll preview Thursdays. We'll review Sundays, and that'll be that. And again, all of our live stuff that we're doing starting at Buffalo Wild Wings this coming Wednesday from 6 until 8 at the What do you call that?
B-dubs.
No. What do you call the location?
Suncrest Town
Suncrest Town
The
Center.
Suncrest Town Center.
The bypass.
I just
Off
go
the
old
bypass.
Orchard bypass is what I normally go with. At the Suncrest Town Center. We'll be there from 6 till 8 the next night.
And hold on. And it's a free event.
Yeah, just
there's
come on
no-
in.
there's no
We're gonna have
admission
special-
charge to get in.
There's going to be specials.
Come in, get you some wings.
I am going to try to get a wing eating contest. I'd love to get a university player and a Morgantown player
Well, I
in
don't
a
know.
boneless wing eating
Morgantown
contest.
can't do that. They got a game the next day.
They need to be. They need to have protein.
You don't
I don't
come in
want
there and
guys
have a
sick.
wing eating contest before they play a game.
Coach Beiser won't mind.
How about just a Mountaineer trivia? Can we do that?
We'll do trivia. We'll do music.
Are you taking care of all that?
No, he's not taking care of any of
Is
it.
homeless?
Homeless will be involved.
All right.
Homeless will be involved. Yeah, we're good. We're good. And then Clear Mountain Bank is going to be the sponsor of the food court, which is fantastic.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, that'll be
We've
awesome.
got a bank now.
Yeah, got a bank, a financial.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
They'll be there with a one of those cork windows
They're good people.
up there.
They're
Green
good people.
visors.
They've
Yeah.
been great and big in the community. That's why
Yeah,
they're
huge.
tying in with us on here. So great to have them.
I mean, Dave, he's the chairman of the
United Way.
United Way this year. Yeah, runs the Clear Mountain Bank over there. So, yeah, we're going to help out. We're going to do stuff to help those folks out. All right, we're out. Thanks so much for being with us. 3 Guys Before the Game brought to you by Gomart. Get a Gomart rewards card. Go to Gomart.com for details. By Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. They sell family fun. Visit LouWendellMarineSales.com. By Tudor's Biscuit World. Start your day the homemade way with a Tudor's Biscuit. By Comax Business Systems, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, and efficient for 25 years. By Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law, they won't take no for an answer. And by Conley CPA Group, providing value beyond numbers. All right. Stay well. Thanks for being with us. We're back at you coming up on Monday. Special thanks to the staff. Jake's over there pushing buttons, doing all kinds of stuff. Take care. 3 Guys, episode 651 in the book. See you.